Welcome to the DavesHadeNuFF Show E3 special Microsoft conference discussion slash review. I got Frozen Magma with me. How's it going, Frozen?
Glad to be here.
Glad to have you. I got the Old Dirty 33. How's it going, Old Dirty?
What's going on, people? What's going on YouTube?
Glad to have you. I didn't do a podcast Friday night because I knew I would do a podcast this week sometime. I'm going to do one for Sony. I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight while it's actually happening, or I might just wait till tomorrow and review it then. But I don't know. We'll see because I'm just kind of tired today. I've been out in the damn sun all day. I about had heat stroke. I'm not really. It depends what time they start their conference. After that Microsoft show, they might have to go rebuttal. You know, they might not be out till 12. But yeah, I didn't think like I was telling Frozen before we got on here, I didn't think Microsoft would drop two new a bunch of new controllers. You could do different colors. Gears of War Elite controller and two new consoles that they announced, you know, but they didn't give us prices on the Scorpio. They just kind of just talked about that it's just going to be this monster of a console. It's 6 teraflops, and you know, it's just unbelievable. But let's start it off with I guess we'll go into now how I saw the conference. I got to see it when I came home, and I watched it on two different things. Like, the one conference I watched it on was on Games Riot channel or some channel, and they didn't have the conference from the beginning, so I thought they didn't show Gears of War or nothing. I was like, well, where's Gears of War? Where's Forza? And then I clicked on another video that had the full conference, and there it was. So I did get to see the whole thing. I thought I saw the whole thing at first, and I noticed there was more to it, and I was like, where the fuck's Gears? But yeah, they kicked it off with they kicked off with Gears. No, they kicked off with Gears, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys think of Gears of War? Frozen.
I thought it was cool. I thought it totally made Uncharted look like shit because it has way, as far what I can see, the gameplay. As far as gameplay, everybody's talking about how this gameplay is like it had way more gameplay than Uncharted. Not to get any Uncharted fans mad, but I felt like it looked way better. It was like better as far as a gameplay standard in Uncharted.
Okay, I see, Ozzy. I'm gonna send you an invite right now.
And also, Dave, I feel like just as my opinion, I feel like this game is put in the Tomb Raider stance because you got this game coming out, and then you have the 2 weeks following you have Battlefield 1, and then you have Titanfall. So I feel like they put in this game out at a bad time.
Yeah, well, that is true, but at the same time, now the only bad thing to all this Microsoft news, all this great Microsoft news, Microsoft really don't have much coming out this year. A lot of this stuff was announced that I seen. I could be wrong. It looked like 2017. Am I right?
Yeah, Halo Wars I think is coming out next year now. I thought that was coming this year.
Yeah.
It's that Forza, Gears, and the Killer Instinct. I think the Killer Instinct that's
This is a DLC character, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuphead, which a lot of people seem to be really happy about. I think that's coming this year.
Wearing Mask, that indie game, that looked kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically, let's just start off with Gears. Gears, like you said, okay, you done with Gears, Frozen?
Good.
Okay, Old Dirty, what did you think of Gears 4 footage?
It looked good. Man, I can't wait till it come out. I mean, it looked good the first time they showed us, but it was like a real dark video. But I actually went online and actually looked at that trailer again, and it wasn't, too dark. You could actually see it, and the game looked awesome. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to play this.
Yeah, and they showed Marcus Phoenix at the end. He was old, right? That's who it was, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I think it looks good. I mean, graphic-wise, it's decent. I mean, it's not I don't think it's like I don't think it's like the greatest, but I think it looks really fun. And I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good Gears of War. I think the story will be interesting. You're playing as his son, so from what I understand, and it looks good. I can't complain. So that's Gears of War. We knew that was going to be there. And then after that was the after Gears. After Gears, there was the Well, no, they kicked it off with the Slim, right? Wasn't that the first thing they showed?
They showed like a little trailer of this a little bit.
Okay, that's what I want to talk about. Slim. What do we all think about the Slim? It has a 4K Blu-ray player in it, I believe, right?
Yeah.
It is a 2 terabyte, I believe, right?
They have different versions. The $300 is 500 gigabyte, 350 you get 1 terabyte, and 400 you get 2 terabyte. They have different versions.
Right. What do you think about the what it looks like with the holes in it? Do you think it's an improvement from the Xbox we got now?
It looks a lot smaller. That's always better. Smaller console, you got more room.
40% smaller, right, or something like that?
It looks pretty small. They had like a comparison picture. I've seen a comparison picture on Twitter. It looked pretty looked good. Like wasn't that big. I don't know how big it is compared to the PlayStation 4, but it looks a lot smaller than the Xbox One originally.
And like I said, you have a 4K Blu-ray player in it. And
I actually know people going out there and buying this for the 4K Blu-ray player.
Yeah,
so expensive.
So they got to step up. I mean, they got one up on Sony because Sony right now currently don't have anything that is in the works that I know other than the Neo. I'm saying I don't know if they're slim. If they do make one, I don't know how they're going to make a slim with what we got. How much slimmer can the PS4 actually get? But they need to get some kind of 4. I guess 4K is just the big thing now. I mean, I have to be honest. I didn't see 4K taking off this fast. 4K is taking off faster than HD, in my opinion. It seems like they're really pushing 4K now. And I guess that'll be a hot selling item. I just don't see with the Scorpio. I mean, even though the Scorpio's a little ways off, you got it till next holiday. It's still, to me, I couldn't see buying the Slim. I just couldn't see doing it with the Scorpio coming out the next year, But that's just me. I don't know. Anything on the Slim, Dirty? What do you think about the Slim?
Is it? I know Magnus said it's like 3 different versions or something like that.
It's like 3 different hard drive models. Like you can get a 500 gigabyte, a 1 terabyte, and a 2 terabyte.
Okay, and all 3 of them have the 4K Blu-ray player in it.
It's just the hard drive size.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if people are running out to get the Xbox Slim because of the 4K, drive in it, they might as well just go ahead and get a Samsung 4K Blu-ray player. I mean, it's the same price,
How much is the Samsung one? It's 300.
Yeah, I think it's like 300 or 399. It's one of them.
Yeah, but you get a gaming console too.
Yeah, but if you already got an Xbox, why run out to get another one?
Yeah, but I would just have a second one. I would want a. I mean, it does more stuff. I mean, if I bought something that's just a Blu-ray player, when I could have another gaming console in the next room, I mean, I see what you're saying, and at the same time, why not just get another console just to have an extra one? I mean, if you're spending the same amount of money, get something with more features. Get something that can.
Dave, that's what people did with the PS2 when they had the DVD player. People were buying the PS2 for the DVD player.
Yeah, I mean, like I could see if there was $100. I mean, if it was cheaper than the Xbox, but at the same price, might as well just get another Xbox for the other room because you at least have another Xbox that and use it. You can game in the other room. I mean, I don't know. That's what I would do, but my opinion, I would just wait, like I said, till the Scorpio and get that. That's but. I've been called crazy lately because in my video about E3 with EA, I think it was that video. I said that was it the videos I made recently about I said that the Neo's going to be $699.99, and called crazy, and people said they go, oh, it's going to be $500 tops. Get out of here.
700 live fucking viewers. What's up,
I mean,
people?
the guy actually said that it was going to be
man. Only E3. Let's get this shit popping. Hey, I'm gonna be back on as soon as we get.
What are you? Is one stop in here? That's one stop.
I'm
Ozzy.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Were you watching a one stop video?
He's just doing something.
Okay, I was like, damn, did one stop take over Ozzy's? Is he using Ozzy's icon and took over his channel? How's it going, Ozzy Gamer? What are you up to?
Nothing much. I've watched the press conference, the Ubisoft and Microsoft one, so I like the Microsoft one.
Yeah, we're gonna cover Microsoft on this, and Ubisoft. I mean, I didn't see it, but we can talk about it afterwards because I don't know if I'm gonna do a separate video. I just can't watch all this stuff. I'm gonna watch Sony's and Nintendo's, and I'm gonna probably skim through the rest of them. I mean, I've seen all of EA's. I've seen part of Bethesda's. Bethesda's was a little bit of a letdown. There's no evil. No evil within. Where's evil within? No evil within 2. No Wolfen. Is there a Wolfenstein 2 coming? I didn't see it all the conference.
They got that Prey game coming out.
Well, Prey. No. I'm not saying it was a bad conference completely. They had Prey. I saw Prey. I saw Quake Champions, which looks really good. Quake Champions. No, Bethesda has. I'm just saying the 2 games I was looking forward to that people were saying was like pretty much a for sure thing of a rumor was the Evil Within 2 and Wolfenstein 2, and that I guess that wasn't a thing. So
something.
They talked about Fallout again, like I told you. Remember?
Well, Fallout they added, they added like gun racks and different. You can make elevators now and fallout shelters and stuff like that. I mean, because one thing I noticed with this conference with the Microsoft, they were saying Fallout's going to be in VR. That's the big thing with the Oculus. So, and with the Scorpio, they want that running at the best graphics so they could do the VR and all that too. So. Hold on, Ozzy. What do you think of the whole Slim? They announced the Xbox Slim. What do you think about that?
I think it's a waste of money. They just announced the Scorpio.
I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I just couldn't see people buying a Scorpio. I mean, a Slim when you got the Scorpio, even though it's a little bit off. But it just wouldn't make much sense if you. Okay, well maybe if you don't have an Xbox and you want one right this moment, then that makes sense. Okay, but if you already have an Xbox, there's no reason to buy a Slim unless you're not planning on buying a Scorpio. But yeah, what do you think of Gears of War also? So we already mentioned that.
It looks awesome. It looks way better than the beta it did.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Marcus Phoenix is alive. I thought he was dead.
And it's the first one to have that that new feature that they're promoting, the play anywhere feature where you can play pretty much on your Windows 10, with the Windows 10. Basically, when you buy a game, you're getting it on both platforms, on Windows 10 and Xbox One, and you can play anywhere. So that's the first game that's gonna be doing that. Didn't Quantum Break, wasn't that game on both, or didn't you, when you bought one you got on both? I mean, I could be wrong, I don't know.
I think with the Quantum Break, if you brought the PC, the Windows 10 version, I think they gave you the Xbox version for downloadable.
Yeah, I digitally did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They said in the conference that it's going to be the first game to do it with will be Gears of War, so maybe maybe I don't fully understand the feature, but what I guess you could pick up and play your game on PC where I don't know. I mean, that's what's the play here feature, which they did. I mean, like I said, this is the reason I'm all over the place with this, because I saw the conference and then I missed on the one I was watching. It missed the beginning, so I had to watch the beginning. Like I watched it in different order. So we'll just briefly mention everything. I'll just have that I have written down. So they mentioned that, and then they mentioned well, let's talk about. There's supposedly some new Xbox One features coming. You're going to have background music. You're going to have language region independence. You're going to have Cortina. My bad. Is that the name of it?
Cortana.
Cortana. I thought it was Katrina. Cortana. Which I'm assuming Cortana. What is that like? Siri?
Yeah, basically.
It's like their version of Siri. I never used it, so I don't know. And then you're gonna have clubs on Xbox One, which basically PS4 has shit like. It's like they're kind of doing their versions of what PlayStation 4 has right now, with the whole different, the different groups you can join and all that stuff. It's gonna have looking for groups. And then the cool thing I liked is the arena, the competitive gameplay. And they're going to kick it off with FIFA. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I thought the whole arena thing that they're doing. What do you guys think about all that? Do you think those features are cool? Did you think they were garbage?
I mean, it was okay. I mean, we did some of that stuff with, last generation, listen to music on a hard drive or whatever. I mean, it's no surprise they're doing it now, but I would have thought they would have, it would have been in the console, when you brought it. But
yeah. Well, I mean, some things are just taking longer to get over that, were on last generation's consoles, like the whole music thing. But we didn't have streaming and all that stuff we have now. So, I mean, I'll tell you one thing. Like, I was talking to somebody the other day. I think it was you, Dirty. Just how how streaming has taken off. I just can't. I'm just amazed of how. I mean, how much it has taken off, because I still to this day, I mean, I stream gameplay a lot, but I still have a hard time understanding why somebody would want to come on my stream and watch me play a game that they never played before, and I'm just ruining the game for them. I mean, I just don't get that. But I get it in a way, and I don't get it in a way. I understand they tell me, oh, well, I get a different experience when I play it. Well, if it was me and I saw somebody playing the game like Dirty, yeah, I'm going to get a different experience by maybe I'm better at the game or worse in the game than Dirty. I don't know. But I'm still going to see everything he pretty much saw in a way. Like I'm going to see, what happens with that cutscene or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it'd be ruining it, but it is what it is. But yeah, these features are taking off, and that's the big thing this generation is streaming. Streaming has took off big time.
Yeah.
So yeah, they announced.
Dave, can I comment on the feature thing?
Huh?
Comment on that feature thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to know where's the YouTube streaming for the Xbox.
Maybe Sony's got it. The thing is, maybe Sony's got a deal with YouTube. You never know. I mean, maybe they got a deal where Microsoft can't get it for a time being, or maybe,
And there's another thing. Phil Spencer, he was wearing an original Xbox shirt. That hinted to me, I thought they were going to do original Xbox games backwards compatible. And I kind of would have hoped that they did that, because they would have definitely took the show with that, like if they could play the original Xbox games.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's one thing that nobody gives Microsoft any fucking credit. They have done so much with the backwards compatibility, how big that library is now. It's got a lot of games, and they're giving you games out the yin-yang. They just gave us Tekken 7, or Tekken Tag for free today. But, I mean, they're always giving you games with other games that you buy. You'll get the older versions of most of the games. They're updating the backwards compatibility store, the 360 library. They're doing a lot with that. They went in on it. Like, they didn't just go half-assed. One thing I'll say about Sony, in my opinion, it seems like they took the PlayStation Now thing just really, it took a while to get. They're pumping the games out on the Xbox 360 with the backwards compatibility thing for Xbox One. So I have to give them that. I think they will have Xbox One, soon, but they're still not done with the 360. So one thing I'll give Sony, they're doing the whole PS2 emulation thing. That's cool. I like that because I bought a couple games for that. So I like the whole backwards compatibility thing and what Sony's also doing with the PS2 thing. This PlayStation Now is just I want to see like PS4 games on PlayStation Now because then I would maybe rent games with that. So I'm hoping that's what's announced at one of the things announced at Sony's conference.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope there is Xbox One games soon. Okay, they did a whole thing with Minecraft, which I don't give a shit about Minecraft. Do you guys care about Minecraft?
No.
I mean, I don't know what it is. It looked cool what they were doing with it, how they're doing all these updates and add-ons and stuff, and the whole they're doing whatever it's called, Minecraft Realms or whatever. But and they showed with the Oculus Rift, the guy was doing the Oculus Rift and going down on the the I don't know, going down on some fucking not roller coaster, but some kind of thing. It was kind of cool. Yeah, the Minecraft kart ride or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah,
but I just can't get into Minecraft. But to be fair, I never gave it a fair chance. Maybe I'd like it if I played it. They showed the new Xbox controller. It says 8 million ways to make your controller. I thought that was pretty cool. Now how is this controller exactly? Do I order it off their website, or does that change colors, or?
I think you have to do it from the website.
It's probably like Scuff. It's probably like Scuff controller where you just design it yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I first I thought it lit up or something. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And then I seen like how it's a design thing. So maybe you put your name or whatever you want to write at the bottom by the select and start buttons. That was pretty cool. I thought it was a neat looking controller if you can get the colors you like. Like I like a blue. But I like that. I don't know when that's coming. When are those coming? Or
I think they're available for pre-order.
okay,
Now.
$60 probably or more.
Yeah, $60.
Okay. And then they announced this game Inside by the maker of Limbo, and it comes out June 29th, and they gave us Limbo for free. What do you guys think of Inside?
Well, it's actually creepy looking for side scroller,
Looked okay. I'm not really into those games.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not either. What about you, Dirty?
I can't even picture the game. Like, I can't even picture it. I know I've seen it, but I just can't picture how the game looks.
I don't know.
Well-
I didn't get into Limbo.
Well, get Limbo for free. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, we got that on Sony, I think, right, for free, or I think I got it on Sony, if I remember correctly.
Maybe.
Because I think I do have Limbo, and I didn't buy it, so it had to come with PlayStation Plus. But yeah, I'm not big into Limbo. I'm not saying it's a bad game or anything. I just don't care for cell phone games. Then they did like a cell phone game showcase with Cuphead, and like they showed Outlast. And,
Outlast 2.
Yeah.
Cannot wait for that.
Yeah, that's one cell phone game I actually do like. But they showed a decent amount. Is there any of those games that you guys like that they showed out other than Outlast?
Cuphead.
What's up with this Cuphead game? Like, what's so great about it? Please explain. Like,
The art style is like
It's
old
an old
school,
school looking side scroller.
like Steamboat Willie, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just have that old school cartoon look like from the 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like when you used to see the old Mickey Mouse cartoon. You know what I'm saying? He was just like a black and white, but it was in that era, back in that era, and just for it to look in that era and it's a shooter. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That looks cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, to me it is.
Maybe I'll have to look more into it. Then and then like I said, guys, this is random because I got to see the show very weird, so I'm gonna talk about everything, but it's gonna be all over the place. They showed Ark Survival and talked about that, and how great that's been doing, and they're, just something to do with, the Ark Survival, and then they had then they did that game. They went right into this new game on the preview program. It's called Compulsion Games. We Happy Few. I guess it's made by Compulsion Games. What do you guys think about that? Where they're like hitting the piata or whatever the hell it's called, and they're bashing it and blood's everywhere. And what do you guys think about that?
Game looked cool.
Reminds me of Bioshock Infinite a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like Bioshock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a game I think I'd want to play for the right price. But I hope it isn't it's probably cheap, probably like $20 or something. Oh, but you never know. But it looked good. All right. Then another thing, the Witcher developers, Project CD Red, they did the Gwyneth card game. I guess people love that card game in The Witcher 3. What do you guys think? Did you guys like did anybody in here play The Witcher 3?
No.
No.
Oh, the card game, I never really messed with it, but a lot of people seem to like that card game, so they made a whole game dedicated to it. And I have to say, with The Witcher 3, that new DLC looks fucking good. When I beat The Witcher, I'm definitely buying them DLC packs. I'm just going to wait till I beat The Witcher. But they did make a card game over the whole Gwyneth thing, so that's cool for the people that like it. Then they announced Tekken 7, and they gave you Tekken Tag Tournament, which I downloaded today for free. What do you guys think of Tekken 7?
I thought that was exclusive because when they showed it at Sony, they never said it was for Xbox originally, but it looks cool. That's the closest you'll get to Street Fighter because Akuma's in it. So yeah, that's the best you can get as far as having the closest thing to Street Fighter because Akuma's in it. But it looks really good.
Okay. What about you, Ozzy? You a big Tekken guy? I think Ozzy's he's indisposed. What's up?
What you said?
What do you think about Tekken 7?
I don't give a crap about fighting games anymore, so I don't care about Akuma, nothing.
Okay. What about Dirty? What do you think about Tekken 7?
Oh, I thought it was cool, man, just to see Akuma and Hitachi going at it. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of awesome because you got Akuma's with the evil spirit within him, whatever's in him, the evil that's in him, and then you have what's his name from Tekken. And he's kind of like the same way, but Jin and his son actually got like that evil spirit devil thing in him. But Hitachi, he's still powerful. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of cool, to see them, go at it in the CG, and then it turned into the real game.
Okay. Yeah, Tekken to me, I'm like, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I'll probably get it. It's just Tekken to me. It's one of them fighting games. Just always looks the same to me. But I used to be big into Tekken on the original PlayStation. But it just never really looked like it changed at all. It's just Tekken, But it does look good for Tekken, What did you say,
I thought Namco was actually going to make a Tekken versus Street Fighter.
They put it on hold because they wanted to get Tekken and Street Fighter out there separately. That's what I read. They put the game on hold for a while.
Oh, okay.
They're still doing it.
That's what I thought it was. I'm like, oh snap! I'm like, here go to Street Fighter. Here go to Tekken Street Fighter. We've been waiting for it since the 360.
Mm. Okay, so the whole Tekken, and then they Dead Rising 4, which looked cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. I think it's gonna be good. What about you, Frozen? Do you like Dead Rising series?
I played it back in the day. It's actually good that they made 4-player co-op and not just 2-player co-op anymore. It's 4 players.
Is this exclusive to Xbox One and Windows 10?
was looking for because I didn't see it. Dave, you watched it recently. Did they show the little thing where it was showing like the whole time Windows and 10 Xbox exclusive? Because I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's exclusive. I mean, I don't know. Anybody in the live chat, if you guys can tell us if Dead Rising 4 is exclusive to Xbox One and Windows 10 platforms. I'm looking forward to it. I'm buying it, either way. It don't matter if it's going to be, however it's going to be. Then they showed Scalebound. What do you guys think of Scalebound?
That game looked awesome.
Probably the best game in there.
Yeah, it did.
It looks amazing.
I'm definitely picking that up day one.
It looks smooth, but I'm hoping that was Xbox gameplay, not PC gameplay, because I don't want the Xbox version to come out half-assed.
It's probably Scorpio gameplay.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Probably the Scorpion and shit.
Yeah, that's a beast of a console that's coming. It's going to dominate the Neo. I just think it's funny. Yes, Scalebound looked cool. I'm gonna get it day one. The only thing, like I said earlier, I don't know if I said this earlier, if it was before the podcast or whatever. The problem with this conference was most of these games are 2017, which is, I mean, it's good in a way, which I don't care because there's so much third-party shit coming out. It's insane this holiday. And we got Gears coming, and I'm happy. I'm actually happy about the new Forza. It looked cool to me. Which I didn't get. I don't think I mentioned Forza. What do you guys think about Forza 3? Dirty or Ozzy?
I'm definitely getting that day one. Even though it's like like 2 or 3. No, it's like 3 Forzas on the Xbox One, and I never picked up either one of them. But I'm definitely going to pick up Horizon 3 because I was debating should I get Horizon 2, but now since I seen 3, I can wait.
Well, I like them. The thing I like about Forza is like those games like connect, and I believe some of your stuff transfers over or whatever. I just like the whole I like all of them. I mean, I was like, they didn't need a Forza Horizon, but when I seen it, I was like, that looks cool. Like, I like the co-op shit they're doing. I like the helicopter. I thought it was cool. I like Forza, so I'm buying Forza Horizon 3 for sure. So what do you think about, are you a Forza player, Frozen or Ozzy?
I'm not really racing. The last racing game I liked was Midnight Club.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like simulating racers. Well, I think Forza's like, Horizon's more of an arcade one, but I like it. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I do like arcade racing. It's just there's so many games that kind of come out that later this year I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not. So.
Link, Dave. I think I sent you the link, Thanos. I could have sworn I sent you the. Didn't you get the invite? I usually just send it to you. I'll send you another invite. But yeah, Forza, I'm excited for. It looks good. I like it. I think that's that. All right. Shit, I don't want to forget anything. Was that basic?
Sea of Thieves.
Oh, okay. Sea of Thieves. What do you guys think of Sea of Thieves? I thought it looked cool.
That game looked fun, like playing with your friends.
Yes, Sea of Thieves looks good. I mean, I was actually pretty surprised by it. I thought it was going to be a junk game, but I'm going to buy it. What about you, Dirty?
What's the name of the game you just said?
The Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves? Yeah, it looked okay. It's nothing I'm going to rush out to get. I might pass it up, but it looked okay.
You mean you're not going to be like knocking old women down at Walmart trying to get to the register to buy it or pre-order it?
Nah, I do that on Gears of War.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I thought it looked cool. I liked how they were. I just thought I liked the art style of it. I thought it was pretty cool, and I liked the how you could be in the pirate ships and shit. And they're fighting. I thought it was cool. I don't know. I liked it. I don't know when is that coming out? Is it coming out this year? Next year.
Next year.
That's another game in 2017. All right. They did show Battlefield too. I forgot to say that they showed Battlefield, which looks really good. I just want to mention Battlefield, which and Recor. They showed Recor, which Recor looks pretty decent. I don't know if it's a day one buy for me or nothing, but what do you guys think of Recor?
Recore looks cool. I wish they showed more.
Yeah, it looks okay to me.
Really?
Is there anything else I missed, or besides what I'm gonna go into last with the Scorpio? Anything else that I missed? Huh?
It wasn't full.
Gears of War Elite controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I have to say, I might have to get my Gears of War Elite controller. I've been wanting an Elite controller for a while, and I'm probably gonna end up buying one. It might be the Gears of War one. I don't know. It just depends. If I catch the Elite control, the regular on sale for like 120, 100 bucks, I'm gonna buy it. I just don't want to spend $150 on a controller, but I do want that controller. But what's up, Thanos? I thought I sent you the invite. I don't know why you didn't get it. I didn't send you the link, or I just send the invite like I always send it out to everybody.
Yeah. Am I coming through?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they're coming through loud and clear.
It's been a fucking hectic day.
Oh.
Is everyone able to conceive what's going on today?
We got somebody butthurt in the comment section already, just saying.
Oh shit!
Is
Who's
that
crying?
buddy Joni?
Yeah, he's kind of mad that they showed him the Xbox.
What's wrong with Bon Jovi?
You want to be in the podcast, Dagger? You want me to send you the link?
Oh shit, son.
I never talked to him, but he always watches my streams. I'll send him a link if he wants to. But yeah, I think that's everything they showed. What did you think about the Xbox Elite controller, the new one, Thanos, the Gears of War one?
The Elite?
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's just another peripheral to have. I mean, it looks really cool. It's aesthetics, basically. I mean, I have an Elite. You know.
So you have the Elite controller already. What do you
Yeah.
think? Do you think it gives you the gameplay advantage?
I tell you this much. It took me about, after 10 hours, it was okay, but after a week or two, I can't go back to the regular standard edition.
Okay, so it is a good. I'm gonna probably get one here soon.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get one for a while, and I just want to get one. I don't know. I'm on the verge of getting one, but I was hoping to see them go down in price a little bit, or catch one on sale for like $129 or something. You know, it's just hard to buy a controller for $150.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of it. A lot of it's opinions and subjective and shit like that. But essentially, it is a much higher quality controller. Like, no one can deny that or take that away from it. If you do, you're a fucking fool. And it is just a higher quality. I mean, you can instantly feel it, especially with the analog sticks.
Mm-hmm.
It's way tidier. I mean, there's a
The man, the myth, and I was here. Thank you very much. This is Will Spencer. I was just Will Phil, man. We're congratulating on the plans on the Xbox One. All you ponies crying right now.
Well, how's it going, Armored and Kenoshi?
Oh, it's going pretty well.
Going good, Dave. Going good. You're about to see the greatest games of this generation on the XB1, son.
Now, well,
Yes.
let me ask you guys first, because we covered a lot of. Just talk briefly about we didn't talk about Scorpio yet. Just talk briefly about the other stuff. Like anything you want to talk about, because we covered pretty much.
Well, who you want to go first?
No, I'll go first. Scalebound, Recor, and what else looked really that We Happy Few. That game looks interesting. And the new Tekken game looked okay. Akuma's in the game. That's interesting.
Now is Tekken? Now, do any of you guys know what's Tekken, a multi-plat or is it exclusive?
I think it's going to be a multi-flat, but I think Microsoft may have like marketing rights, just to do like the marketing kind of like they have with Battlefield.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it's going to be.
What about Dead Rising 4? Is that exclusive?
That's exclusive because it said Windows and Xbox thing on it, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, well that's cool.
It's
Frozen didn't know. But go on, Kenoshi.
Yeah, I enjoyed Microsoft's conference. I thought they did a very good job. The pacing was well done. I'm not a huge Microsoft fan, or I don't own an Xbox One right now. But if you have an Xbox One, you should be happy. There's a lot
Yeah.
of stuff coming out this year.
Well,
Next
next year,
year.
pretty much. But
This next
No,
year,
no,
yeah.
they have a total of about 5 things this coming out this year. Because
Well,
Recor's coming out.
a Recor's
You have
coming out this
you
year.
have Recor, you have Halo Wars, you have Forza, you have Gears of War, and then you have Sea of Thieves. They're all coming out this year.
Is coming out this year. Okay, I thought it was coming out next
It was all on the trailer, and I think there was one more also that was on that press conference that comes out this year. So that's 6 games right now, not counting
so
like what you have for spring.
That's good then. All right. I thought a lot of them were next year.
Right.
No.
And like Dave, like in this podcast, there's 2 things that I want to talk about.
Okay.
The Scorpio and what is an exclusive now between Windows and Xbox One. Rambo, are you in here?
Oh, he's in here. We about to fight on this
Okay.
one. Let's go, Rainbow.
Right.
Round 4.
Hold on. Rambo, hold my hand because Jay Centuries is gonna go ballistic on these ponies. But okay, so the Scorpio.
Yes.
The Scorpio is not 9th gen.
No.
And so essentially the Scorpio is a much higher or elite version of the Xbox One essentially.
Yes. It will be a very high price tag.
Yeah.
Tell me when you want to unleash the dog, please.
And so we're looking at what, $799?
I'm probably thinking $799, $899 for it. Yeah, because
Yep,
it's gonna be an SLI
SLI
GPU.
Hold it right there. I got in an argument with somebody because I said on my video the other day, I said the Neo is going to be around $699.99. And they go to, hold on.
When can the pit come out?
No, but wait a second. They go to me, you're crazy. 500 tops. I said, are you crazy? They're calling this thing a high-end PS4. So if the Scorpio is more powerful than Neo, what the fuck's that going to cost?
Yeah, it's essentially the Scorpio is not in the market to replace the Xbox One. It is designed to coexist with the Xbox One. So essentially, all you motherfuckers out there in YouTube land need to stop this conversation with that's it, the Xbox One is dead. No, it is not. It is 2 different products for 2 different classes of people. Those who could afford it and those who cannot. It's real simple. It's real basic shit.
Well, and it also goes back to even just in YouTube land, they need to actually like stop the bullshit about like the whole like what you were saying, the Xbox is dead, or even the PlayStation. Like this is going to kill the PlayStation. They're not in competition with each other on this. This is actually for people like me that is on PC that made the move over due to 4K graphics, due to higher resolution, better frame rate, better stability. This is for those people to remain on console. They don't have to switch over to PC to get this. This is a high-end, it's like a high-end gaming PC.
Let me ask Rambo one question. And welcome Rambo to the podcast too. Thank you for coming on, Rambo. With this now, the reason they're saying these consoles are going to be so cheap is because that graphics card that was announced, but that don't mean nothing.
Okay, that graphics card, first of all, can't do 4K gaming.
Exactly.
So it has to be 2 of them at the most. It has to at least be 2 of them at the most. So that's $400 just in GPUs. Obviously, they get a little bit cheaper because of the deals and stuff. But that's $400 right there just in GPUs, not counting the CPU, the RAM, the making of the console, everything else. It's going to be around $600 to $800, I would say.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. I said that in my video. I said it's gonna be $699. With the Neo, I said not the Scorpio. I said the Neo. I said Sony's gonna say.
I agree there too.
$699.99, and it's gonna look, instead of saying 700, it's that, But people thinking it's gonna be 400, you're crazy.
Well, I agree with that too, because they're targeting high-end consumers. They're targeting people that like me that bought a high-end gaming PC. They're targeting those same people on consoles that wants to buy a high-end console that wants to be able to stay on console and get the PC feel.
They're using the word high. They said high-end. High-end does not mean.
Can I jump in here now?
Premium, yeah.
Yeah, you can go in.
Can I jump in here now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so me and Rambo have been talking about this on and off for like last week, and we were discussing how like I kept saying that this is going to be the Xbox One is going to have different SKUs, and we're going to see life cycles shorten where like the the Scorpio is going to be 4 years now, and then like in another 4 years we'll see another version of the Scorpion come out. That's going to be the other high end. The Scorpion will take the place of the original Xbox One, and we're actually seeing that now. Like that's what they're doing. They're doing mid-generation jumps in between each generation, which is a really good thing to an extent. But this is more for the hardcore gamers to jump.
I don't even
into.
consider it a mid-generation jump. I consider it because what they're doing is they're actually doing. I guess what they're calling it is a family. So what it sounds like is the Xbox One is actually going. The Xbox console to me is going to end with the Xbox One. There's not going to be any more generations. It's basically just going to be normal or high end, but it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, it's two different products for two different classes of people.
Yes, that's exactly what it's. And
we still don't even know about the keyboard. Like they left off a lot of stuff for this E3 because we was talking about this earlier. The keyboard and mouse support for Halo Wars. They didn't show that off, so we're gonna see them in Gamescom.
Okay, just to put more on that. There's actually a lot of stuff that's actually still coming out right now on Twitter. But right now, like they just announced, on Twitter. I have the link. Phantom Dust Remaster is coming out 2017. So we're gonna start seeing keyboard and mouse support being announced like through Twitter through.
But I was thinking that we would see that probably at Gamescom more out, because we have next month, actually it's a month away, Gamescom will come, and they're going to have to announce some of this stuff, because I don't even know what they're going to announce there, besides the things I was just about to list off. So, like, I can see them listing off, like, keyboard and mouse support, and showing off, like, gameplay of Halo Wars there.
Right.
And emphasizing it over there, because they didn't give it a lot of time in his show.
Well, Yeah, but like to nail it, I mean the Xbox Scorpio or Project Scorpio, it's going to be a very expensive console. Yeah. And I know what's people on here, what they're going to do is they're going to feel neglected, or they're going to turn it into Xbox One versus Scorpio. That's a shallow mentality to have. Always have and always will be.
Oh yeah.
It's a different product. It's to fill in the gap. But and so another
it's the same thing
really
Rainbow talk about the. Oh, go ahead.
No, what were you saying, Jay?
I was gonna say it's the same thing like how me and Rainbow talk about like the Windows cross-platform between Xbox and Windows, and how like Microsoft doesn't have exclusives anymore. I look at that as it's all Microsoft product now. That's just Microsoft is building a brand. As other people look at it as like they're losing exclusives, when in reality they're not. They're keeping it in their stores. They're keeping it with the Microsoft brand.
Right, which essentially that was a segue. And so the thing is that everyone in this panel and outside the community and in the public and on the entire fucking planet, their people are going to have their version of what is exclusive. And by Microsoft labeling Xbox One and Windows exclusive, they're defining that. Now, you can have an opinion about it, but that's all it's going to remain as. So essentially, they're the ones defining that. And I feel if the Xbox One games, or just Xbox games in general, are going to be cross-play, or be able to be you're able to play these games on your PC, I'm calling it now. Personally, then I don't need a Scorpio. I'm just going to stay on my PC and still be able to play the Xbox games. You know what I mean? So the Scorpio is
but
not.
You have guys like me that want to play on the Xbox, so we'll go out and get that. I already stated I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna trade in my two Xbox just to get the Scorpion.
Right. People get the console because it's from most of it. Just remove the black and white. They get it because there's something that they're familiar with. And console guys, people who are just console centric, they buy something that they're familiar with. And the PC might be intimidating. They probably don't know the GPU, the processor, the price. I don't want to be on a computer desk. Yeah, it's just intimidating. So they buy things that they're familiar with, which is fine. I'm familiar with the PC, so the Scorpio, it's not the right product for me because essentially I'm still going to experience live and their games on the PC. You know what I mean? But essentially, there's still people out there that don't want the PC. They will continue to buy. They will buy 10 fucking consoles before they even touch or consider a PC. So the Scorpio is essentially the gateway to that high-end PC experience, which is phenomenal. Now all you have to do as a consumer is consume. You just have to put the money down. That's all you got to do and play it. And if it doesn't if these games, if the Scorpio doesn't attract you or whatever it may be, then that's fine. Maybe you should read a book and then just read a book, educate yourself a little bit. That's fucked up, Rambo.
Well, see what
we could just simply say like Johnny Matrix. We have a system for you. It's called the Xbox One, son.
This E3 event.
What do you think? Rinpoche, how's it going? My bad. I just had.
No, it's all right.
I didn't summit. I'm kind of tired today. So how's it going, buddy?
Doing good. I would give this event it's a solid 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Solid 9 out of 10. That was a good event for Microsoft. For all the console guys that say they're going to get a PC now, you sound retarded. I'm sorry. You just do. That's what you sound like to me, because the thing is what are you getting a PC for? The majority of the games that are on PC that you guys care about. See, the PC has a lot of games that's only on PC. But a lot of you guys don't like MOBAs. A lot of you guys don't like RTSs. You're going to be playing the same damn game that you played on your console. And unless you're going to spend so much money, way more money than you would on these new systems to get the best in PC gaming, I don't see the point. And then you got to deal with the hassle of fixing a game if it's broken, going downloading a unofficial patch if you need to. Yeah, I don't know why people are saying they're going to get on a PC. Like, all of a sudden, all those people that said PC gaming is complicated. Now, with the PS4 Neo and the Scorpio coming, now it's not complicated no more. Now they can just go on, get a PC, build it, hook it up.
They're not going to get a PC. You know what they're going to do, Grim? They're going to go to Amazon and they're going to order a stack of fucking pacifiers. That's what they're going to do. And they're going to suck on that shit until they order their next batch.
No, they're going to do they're going to complain, and then, like, the Xbox event was pretty good. I like the Gears footage I saw. I like the slim model, how it looks, but I don't think I'm getting the slim model. The whole event was nice. I didn't really have a problem with anything that they showed. I never felt there was a low point. The only part that was low at first was Minecraft. But that's just because I didn't see Minecraft for so many years.
Yeah.
It's really, at this point, nothing else they can show me that's special.
Jay, if you can you, in your opinion, what do you expect Sony? How is Sony gonna counteract this conference? Oh, he got kicked the fuck out. That's fucked up.
Well, that's the thing. Sony didn't do yet. Sony, we don't know. I thought Microsoft had a good conference too. I think it's going to be hard for Sony to come back, but Sony always does something that people go nuts about.
What do you think they're going to do, Dave? What do you think they're going to do, Dave? How can they counteract?
They got to do the Neo. The Neo cannot be held off. They got to mention it. They got to talk about it. If they don't do that, or they don't have some kind of slim, and the only other way would be bringing games like God of War, Last of Us. They have a weak show. It ain't gonna.
Dave, Andrew House just stated they're not going to talk about the Neo.
But the funny thing is, they say one thing and do another.
So that means that these motherfuckers, Sony, is basically they're watching. I think Rambo, you explained it. You explained it better than I do.
What happens is that every single year, even before Microsoft even came into the picture on even generations or whatever, Sony always ends up going last. That's where their spot is. So they seem to follow around and just basically wait for the next person to announce what they're going to do. And at that point, they make last-minute changes to one-up them every single time. There's never been a single time that you can tell me that they haven't one-up somebody whenever they were launching at the same time. There's now the Neo and the Scorpio coming out. I guarantee you what they did. They watched the Xbox conference, and now we're going to see changes made to whatever they were going to do. They're going to announce it. They're going to announce something along the lines of the 6 teraflops instead of the rumored 4.9. I think because they came out today and said, or yesterday, that said it's going to support 4K gaming.
And then, then to compliment Dave, basically, if they even mention or show or do anything regarding that Neo, that's simply a counter to the Project Scorpio. Yeah.
And that's what they do. They counter them every single time.
The hardware. Well, I don't think they're going in and changing the hardware.
Okay, first of all, you don't even know what hardware they have. You don't even know what
wait, before you guys go into all that, I just got a question. The Xbox One Slim, it has a 4K Blu-ray player, right?
Yeah, I'm getting it for just a 4K Blu-ray player.
But I heard them say while playing Forza Horizon 3. I heard them say while playing Forza Horizon 3 something about 4K on the new Xbox Slim. So they said they mentioned something about that. So is it upscaling it, or they just said
high dynamic range. The only way you could, it's actually what it is. Okay, what it is. There's TVs out there right now. There's 4K TVs and there's HDR TVs. There's a lot of every 4K TV has high dynamic range with it, or you can buy just high dynamic range by itself. Now what it is like basically it pops your colors. It makes your colors look more bright. It makes your colors look more defined. So
almost like an OLED screen, kind of.
Yeah. So it's basically going to give the 4K illusion type thing to like a regular 1080p image.
If you have the TV that supports it.
If you have the TV supports it. Otherwise, it's just going to be if you don't have an HDR TV, when you buy the Xbox One Slim, you're basically buying just a smaller version of what you have now.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys go back to doing your argument. Oh, by the way, Tekken and Saturn, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whatever, son.
And
no,
then
I agree with you to an extent, Rambo. Like, we don't know what's inside the hardware, so we don't even know if that thing is true, that it's 4 teraflops. But I don't see Sony immediately calling up the fucking manufacturer right now and saying, Microsoft just launched 6 teraflops, we need to launch 8. I don't see them doing that.
No, JJ, we're not arguing about that. It's more towards, if Sony decides whether or not to show or inform anything on the Neo on their press conference.
Well, they have to. They have to say something now. Microsoft is putting them in that corner.
And you see, but that's what Rambo was saying. It's like they wait, and when you wait, you're watching everybody else's mistake, and then you can counteract yours.
You have the heads up, and that's what they did. That's what they did with the PS4 and Xbox One. They countered Microsoft's mistake.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what Sony has to announce. Sony has to announce at their E3 event. They got to come on stage and they got to say, you know who we really like as a company? We like Nintendo. And guess what? You wondering why Nintendo's only showing Zelda at E3? Because we're announcing we bought Nintendo and all their games are coming to the PS4. Yay! That's what I'm just playing. This not gonna happen.
I'll tell you if that happened. That would be.
If that happened, that would be the craziest E3 announcement ever.
You know what, Grim?
That would kill the
Xbox life right now, because I figured Kenosi was about to choke you out.
Nah, I think Kenosi.
Well,
that would kill the Xbox on that.
And for anyone that even dare says that, oh well, Sony got the VR, good luck trying to convince people with that shit.
That's the only thing I'm scared with Sony, that they just show VR like that. I could see some.
Well, we're about to see in another 30 minutes what they're gonna.
Guys, do you think this little?
That's what I'm kind of worried about.
Wait, what are you saying, Dave?
One thing with VR. I haven't seen too much from the third-party companies with VR.
In EA's event, I did see them have the PlayStation VR while they were working on some Star Wars games.
That was the only thing I seen. No actual games for VR itself by Ubisoft.
Wait. Did you see that Ubisoft snowboarding game? I got to get that. Now, that looked like that would be good for VR, but I don't know if it actually uses VR or not.
What about Minecraft?
There's a ton of games.
Yeah, Minecraft.
But I'm talking like a game outside of Minecraft, like a third-party game. Like
Did you not watch Ubisoft? Did you not watch Ubisoft?
No, I didn't see Ubisoft.
They showed it was almost like all VR almost. It seems like.
Was that snowboarding game a VR game?
I'm pretty sure it was. Yes.
Only or?
No, it was both.
Oh, okay, good. I don't.
I'm going to have to say the Minecraft actually looks interesting. I'm not even into Minecraft like that, but I wouldn't mind trying that out.
What did they even show with Minecraft? All they really announced was that iOS and Android people could play.
No. When they showed the Minecraft, they showed him using Minecraft VR on the what is that? The Google Lens or whatever. But it was a Minecraft VR that's also going to be on the Oculus too. So, like, I wouldn't mind trying that out.
The thing is like, we already had a glimpse of Ubisoft trying to demonstrate VR, and it was unimpressive, it was boring, and the graphics were seriously lacking, So, VR is something, it's very hard to demonstrate VR, because VR is something you experience, not show. And if Sony's going to spend a good portion, I mean, what are you going to see? Like 2 guys in a fucking mask? essentially, so I can see a really powerful title such as God of War. What else?
Oh, that's coming. That's
There's
Sony.
nothing else.
They could do
I don't see anything else
Last
that
of Us
They
2.
could announce another Infamous game. They could
Last of
announce.
Us 2.
They could announce.
Nice game.
They could
Nice
announce.
game.
Knack 2.
Nice game. Yeah.
Last of Us 2.
Nice game.
They could announce.
But see, everything
could-
that
they
y'all are
could
talking
You
about
see,
won't come out
yeah,
for.
Wait. They could announce. They could come out and say, "You guys, Uncharted 4 did numbers, so we're announcing Uncharted 4, Sam's Adventures. Sam is the star."
Here's what I'm saying.
Well, the story
everything
DLC, I
else,
think, is going to be that.
The conference, bro. Software is not enough. It's going to get its attention. People are gonna go ooh and ow, which is fine, but essentially they have to say something about that fucking Neo if they want this conference.
What if they show? What if they show the Neo? What if they actually?
So you're saying software wise they cannot kill E3. I can name one thing software wise that will allow them to kill E3. If they say
here's the thing,
if they announce
they show Last of Us gameplay, people are gonna go nuts.
No. This is what they would do, and this will make Sony win every E3 forever. I know they're not going to do this because it'd be financial, it would destroy them. If Sony just says, listen, for E3 guys, all of our exclusives on the PlayStation Store are free, and if you keep them.
No, here's the thing though. Every game.
Yeah,
Here's the thing though. Every game you announced. No. What I'm saying is, here's the thing. Every one of them games y'all just announced are not going to come out for another 2 years. Like we would see CGI trailers.
You don't know that.
Of The Last of Us and
You
stuff like that. It would be.
You don't know that.
What I'm saying is, we don't know. But look at Sony's press conference lately. It's been games that's either going to come out one or two this year, and then the rest of them are coming out following year.
For
Or they're coming out the year
conferences,
after.
For Sony conferences, you said that there'll be CGI trailers that don't come out till like a year later. Well, to be fair, most of their conferences they actually show
that's
gameplay.
what I'm saying. We don't.
They actually show the game though. Like it may come out a year later, but you saw gameplay of Horizon. That may not come out this year, but we saw with Horizon.
What I'm getting at is like we may not see we'll see a teaser trailer for God of War, but we may not get a release date for like 2018.
How do you figure that? They haven't done anything. Wait.
Sony has somewhat of a track record.
Sony Santa Monica has not done a game at all. So they could have been working this whole generation on God of War 4.
No, I think they're working on Fat Princess, right?
Well, I mean, that's a very small team.
They're working on Fat Princess.
That's still a very small team, but I mean, there's a very big team at Sony Santa Monica.
But this is why I'm getting at it. Look at Sony's past press conferences. They'll have one or two or maybe three IPs exclusive-wise that come out during the year. One or two, or one of them will get delayed, and they'll push it back, and then they'll bring back more.
But I
don't know how you're saying
doing that. They're lasting.
They have more. Oh my gosh! They have more IPs released, like exclusive IPs released every single year, more than Xbox does every single year.
Yeah, they have more second and third party IPs, but when it comes to their first party IPs, and me and you talked about this before, they don't have a lot of first party IPs that come out on a regular.
Well, the only one that has a lot of first party IPs that come out is Nintendo. I mean,
neither one of them are like most of Microsoft's conference wasn't even first party IP.
I think what frustrates Jay Centuries is that Sony puts this presentation of all these great games that people are looking forward to. The part that the people don't understand, the part that the people don't understand is that it's usually over 18 months wait or 24 months.
I mean, I don't really see what they got to do anything.
But because look, when you're looking at Microsoft's press conference, you go look back at Microsoft's press conference.
Because most
it's like Dead Rising, like Dead Rising 4, like
next holiday.
Well, to be fair, someone could counter argue that. Now, I wouldn't say this, but someone could easily say, well, Microsoft event wasn't really that impressive or that great because most of their games aren't even only on the Xbox One. Someone may find a problem with that.
And I agree with you to an extent because Microsoft's not looking at the Xbox One like as an exclusive console machine like everybody does nowadays. They're looking at it as a platform.
Okay.
I agree with you on that. But if you
look at Dead Rising 4, I don't think that's exclusive either.
No, that's it said Windows.
I'm gonna tell you why. Almost every game said Xbox One and Windows 10 exclusive. That one just said available on Xbox One and Windows 10.
All right, guys, did the Sony show start?
No, it starts in 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay.
No, but
I'll say this: Sony isn't just going to roll over. So I mean,
oh no, I don't agree. I don't think Sony's going to roll over. I just don't see anything they can come out with.
Definitely going back to the drawing board if they didn't have a great show to begin with.
Sony should come out and say this. Listen, guys, we realize PlayStation now sucks. The PS4 is backwards compatible with PS3. You can put your disc in there and it works. Bam. That's all
PlayStation now is a bigger.
They're not doing that, Grim.
Well, like another interesting thing is that how are the games going to work between the Xbox One and the Scorpio? And then Rambo had a conversation explaining that. You think you can explain that, Rambo?
I mean, as far as how they're going to work.
I mean, it'll be no different.
Right. So like, let's say
there's going to be a code in the disc. So what happens is they're going to basically write the game, and then put a code in the disc. And what happens is whenever you put that code inside, like your disc inside, like say the Xbox One S or the PlayStation 4, it's going to read it as it's going to skip that code because it doesn't apply to that. But whenever you put it into the PlayStation 4 Neo or the Xbox One Scorpio, it's going to read that code and actually automatically go adjust to the settings of that console. So it's actually just a line of code. That's all they need is just a line of code to be able to take advantage of that hardware. And it's just going to be written into the same CD as the same
It'll be no different. It'll be no difference than like when you put an N64 cartridge in N64.
What you're stating is the
cartridge
universal
itself, the cartridge actually detects you got the RAM pack in.
No, it doesn't even have to be Universal Windows app because I mean it's the same thing with Sony.
Well, no, that's what they're going to be using though to do that. That's what Microsoft's
Microsoft's probably going to be using a Universal Windows app, but I'm saying Sony is going to work the same for Sony, and Sony doesn't have the Universal Windows app. It's going to be the exact same thing.
I mean, I don't know why.
But I'm just saying for Microsoft, that's what they'll be using.
I don't know why people think like the old machines are going to be left behind like that because you got to think a lot of Microsoft's games have already been on PC. The PC version obviously has graphical options and settings, and not everybody has the same computer. So basically, all they'll be doing is making an Xbox One version, basically optimizing it for the console, and then that's it.
With a line of code.
And then, the new system just has, and seeing as they're all going to Windows, see, really for Microsoft, it really ain't that much work. They already got to make settings for the PC gamer because not everybody has the same PC. All they're going to pretty much do is say, hey, the Xbox Scorpio can run the game at high settings, so we're going to lock in high settings and make it a little bit more optimized for this console.
Yeah, but
the normal one can do, I don't know, medium, or it can do high, just not at 4K. Bam, there you go. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
But the fanboys are going to make it a big deal because they're going to say,
retarded. I mean,
but that's the YouTube fanboys, man.
We're fucking outnumbered. We're always having that fucking argument. And so what essentially is going to happen is they're going to say, well, Xbox has no exclusive because it's on PC, because they absolutely refuse to see that these two devices actually coexist with each other.
I'm never outnumbered.
They also refuse to admit that Microsoft is no longer thinking of itself as a console; they're looking at it as a platform.
I mean, both the
they
PC
refuse to admit
I mean, I went to GameStop today and I saw the Alpha console sitting there, and it looked pretty nice.
Okay, you could actually argue on the whole Xbox and exclusive thing that they don't actually look at it as one platform because they announced their games Xbox One and Windows 10. If they looked at it as one platform, they would just say Windows 10 exclusive or whatever and just educate the people that means across all platforms.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They're looking at all their devices, everything that they're doing as one platform. Like they're looking at.
No, I'm saying that
they're not. They're not because they're separating them. They're saying Windows 10 and Xbox One.
I think they're doing that for the consumer, so the consumers understand that. But essentially, what I think they're looking at themselves as a service. They're looking at themselves as a service, and they're providing you a service with their platform, and that's what they're looking at as. So, like, if you want to go play it on Xbox, you can play it here. If you want to play it on PC, you can play it here. If you want to play it on fucking Mac, you can play it on Mac. That's essentially what they're getting at.
I mean, to be fair, the Xbox One has Windows 10 on it. I don't know why they don't just say Windows 10 and then they don't have to say Xbox One no more.
Yeah. They have to kind of say that for like console guys. I mean, because
Okay,
console
but
guys aren't going to look at
right
it like that.
that right there tells you. I mean, when people say that like Xbox One,
That's just marketing and PR speak, though. That's all that is. Like,
So you guys don't think Sony could just show software in one E3? Like,
Unless the games are just dope. I mean,
okay, here we go, guys.
Oh,
I just actually rewatched the trailer for Dead Rising, and I've watched a couple of other trailers, like say for Scalebound and Sea of Thieves. Scalebound and Sea of Thieves start out with an Xbox logo, and it says exclusive. Dead Rising 4 does not say exclusive
that's what I was
anywhere
trying
on
to say. It don't say
It
exclusive.
is not an exclusive game.
And I'm glad it's not exclusive because Dead Rising 3 is an excellent game, and I want the PlayStation guys who may not want an Xbox or PC or can't afford it to play Dead Rising. Dead Rising is a great game. I don't care about exclusive games.
Me neither.
That's another thing. This is not the 90s or the early 2000s. Exclusive don't hold the same weight anymore.
I mean, to be fair though, when I was a kid, right, and I used to go to the store, and I used to say, I want to play Ocarina of Time. I didn't have an N64. My cousins had one, but I played at their house. I only had a PlayStation 1, and I realized I needed a new system for that. I mean, it was like, that was just kind of how it went. I just needed the new system, but as a child, I felt that sucked. So now that games are becoming
Rambo,
less
what date is
exclusive,
the...
this is better for the gamer and the consumer. I don't know why people want a game to only be on one platform. And I don't even know why it matters if it's only on one platform or not. That's more of an insecurity thing because it almost sounds like people want to be selfish. Like,
but that's
one game on one platform.
That's where
the winning console to have the game. That's all.
What'd you say?
This is where it gets really complicated. Then why exist 3, 4, 5 different types of platforms?
The same reason why there's multiple different TV and DVD player, Blu-ray player manufacturers. It doesn't.
Why exist a Android versus a iPhone? It's not that much different.
I mean, the Android and iPhone, those are just iOS. The Androids and iPhones normally only have like if let's say a game is on iOS, it may be on iOS only for like some months. It's going to go to the Android, and vice versa. It happens vice versa. I don't
if
know.
you essentially think about it, it still goes back down to, like, I would guess you would say, like, just what the consumer wants. Because, like, I may want Android phones and, Thanos may only like Mac phones.
Like, I'm not saying exclusive should go away and that means everything should be on one machine. Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, they can all still make their own devices and the devices do what they want. But what I'm saying when it comes to the games, I never really cared if a game that I played that I really liked that was exclusive eventually went to another machine. I just never cared because if I like this game and I know that not everybody can get everything, now you can just go buy this game instead of buying a console and the game. Well, that's good for you.
And that's what I think Microsoft's been wanting to do, though. Like, people don't get it that they're wanting to get their IPs out there as much as they can because the more money their IPs make, the more they can bring out newer IPs and have more fucking sequels of them IPs.
That's
why they're letting them out all over the place.
This is what I got for the people, the gentlemen in the panel, the people out in the chat listening, and whoever else listens after the podcast. To ask this question, though. Don't you find it a little odd and or creepy that how close both Microsoft and Sony are following each other's footsteps?
Oh, yeah.
So if the Scorpio came out and the Neo is just around the corner, and the Scorpio is just, well, it didn't come out, but both the Scorpio and the Neo are just around the corner. Both the PS4 and the Xbox One almost look identical as far as color palette goes. They almost have the same spec. I mean, don't you find that that's a little odd? How similar? I mean, what are the chances of these two corporations coming out with a product after product that are so similar? And then on top of that, that means that both Microsoft and Sony had the Neo and the Scorpio way in deep into R&D. This was developed a long time ago.
Oh,
so
yeah, this was
motherfuckers,
way before the Xbox
they had this
One
plan
came
a
out.
long time ago.
Oh, they showing a Santa Monica game right now. It looks pretty good. It's like a girl's like dancing like a ballerina or something.
They both had this planned out a long
Wait,
time.
the Sony press conference is
No,
started
this
now?
is the pre-show. The show hasn't started yet. It's the
Hold
pre-show.
on. Everybody's telling me One Stop. Me and One Stop are good. You know, we've been getting along and stuff. But I think the reason why One Stop is getting a lot of views is because he's basically airing the conference on his channel like it's where you.
No, he's botting right now. He is straight up botting. I'll call it.
No,
Hold on. I'll tell you why, Dave.
I'm not throwing no shots at him or not.
No. I'm not throwing shots either. But I'm just gonna come out with.
No. He's got a lot of. I gotta give it to him. He's doing good, but it's basically you go to his channel. It's like you watch the E3 conference.
No, Dave, I'm going to give you out facts because I put this on my Twitter. It's actually on my Twitter. I was preloading footage onto my channel at 6 o'clock this morning, right? One Stop's fucking pre-E footage showed up right as the same time mine did at 1 minute, preloaded on there when I went to the subscriber base. And it shot up to fucking 10K subscribers. How do you have 10K subscribers when you have viewers? A 1 minute where it just popped up on my fucking subscribers? Yeah, the viewers.
Well, it's
on my Twitter.
No, but what's going on with this? He's actually like, if you were to look up E3 Sony, you'll see it like when you go to his channel. It's basically you're watching it from his channel. They're not doing a podcast like we are. You're basically.
But it's not him streaming. When I went on there, it was literally it was just a little will start soon shit, and then he has 700 people in there when it says we will start soon. Come on now.
Yeah. He can do what he wants. I'm just saying,
like Dave, I know he's your boy, but I'm just gonna call out facts as body.
Yeah, I mean, people do what they do. I don't. The whole thing with YouTube, I could care less what people do. I don't follow what these guys do. They do their own thing. I just do what I do. It is what it is.
I feel you, Dave,
so
but
you're gonna have.
I'm just gonna call out facts on it, man.
Yeah, people are gonna not. It don't. I mean. People are going to do what they do on here, and that's it. And I ain't going to hate the man if he does something. That's all what he does. He's been nice to me. I could care less.
That's the thing, Dave. You have people on here who try to have like an intellectual conversation, and then you're going to have people in the community that's just a flat-out fucking cancer. You know?
A lot of people understand that. Like, I was going to make a video about that. Why do people keep comparing these little stupid people in these videos?
Because
no, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Why do people compare? And I'm not going after you, Thanos, because you're not the only one that I've ever heard to say this. But like these stupid videos we make, and comparing that to someone being like cancerous or whatever, you guys are giving them too much credit. Like there ain't that. Like these people do not affect people as much as I think people say they do. It's just like when I was talking to Joe the Apostate Cal, he was like, some guy from Xbox did an interview with Crap Gamer. He said, "Don't you think that could hurt the Xbox brand?" I was like, "No, I mean, it's fucking Crap Gamer. Who the fuck knows who Crap Gamer is other than?"
Well, it's like this, and shout out to Real Gamer 27 because I've been listening to his podcast. It's fucking entertaining. It's good shit. But when he was when Real Gamer 27 kept referring to the Xbox community. Under the same breath, he kept saying "Crap Gamer," so you're taking Crap Gamer, and you're taking that brush and you're painting the entire fucking community as he's as he represents the Xbox community, and that's not true. You know what I mean? I hate that false illusion.
The thing is, Thanos, if I sat in this podcast day in and day out and mentioned Crap Gamer, all these names. People would sit here and watch this because we're bashing them people. That's what they want to see. You talk about Crap Gamer. I don't give a fuck about.
But all I'm saying is this, right? Because I've heard people say recently with Brandon, Weeboo Brandon.
Yeah.
Like the type of videos he makes are cancerous. I don't even know anybody that's really close to me that has cancer. I just know that that's a serious disease, and I don't think anybody on here is that. I guess you say much of a problem that will compare them. The cancer. I'm just saying. That's just
it's toxic. It's either toxic or it's cancer. Whatever it is, it's a disaster to the human intelligence.
I know I call people toxic on here, but I'm starting to not say that either because I wouldn't even call them toxic because honestly, they're more. And I'm a part of it too, even though I don't really say anything negative or spread negativity around here. We're all, no offense, irrelevant.
Yeah.
Every last one of them.
You're talking about that. That Brandon guy, right?
I think his name is Weeboo Brandon or Brandon Desu.
I actually applaud him because he came out and he stated that everything that he's been doing on his channel was entertainment. Like he was like, "This, I'm doing this specifically just to get fucking views."
I mean, he came out and said that shit. I don't applaud him for that, but because he admitted that, all the people that I know on YouTube that have said they can't stand people that are view whores and that they say things, because Brandon even admitted he may spew or not spew, he may skew the truth here or there for attention, or he may do certain things for attention. Now, all these people that say they can't stand view whores and attention whores and people who do shit like that, they can't stand a crap gamer and whatever, they were all saying, "Oh, Brandon, we're cool with you though. Oh, you could do it. You're just having fun with it. We all know that you're all right." He's admitting that he's doing this for views. And listen, I don't care what Brandon does. Brandon can do whatever he wants because all this stuff really don't matter. But all the people that sit here and say they can't stand people like that, you're a big ass hypocrite. Because when someone you like does it, it's all right.
Right,
someone you don't like does it.
Well, see, the thing is,
that's
like,
the thing.
for me,
Like,
I don't like the guy at all, but I respect the guy that he came out and said it because I knew he was doing that from the start. You know, I would just like him to be like, "Hey, you know what? This is what the fuck I'm doing."
Yeah, but nobody. The thing is, the bad part about all that, anybody does care about gaming, like a lot of people in here. You're never gonna get nowhere. It's always gonna be these people like Crap Gamer that's gonna get mentioned, where these guys don't really give a fuck about gaming. They just care about views. That's what's stupid about YouTube.
I mean, if I wanted to get big on YouTube, I could play into the fake illusion of who I am and feed off that. But I'm going to be who I am and myself. If that's what my goal was, never to get views. Not to get views, but my goal was never to get big on YouTube. My goal was just to make YouTube videos and meet cool gamers and communicate with them. That was really me sharing my gaming opinion on my channel. That's all I did it for. But if you want to get big, I wouldn't advise you to be honest or be truthful or, I mean, fucking lie. I mean, if you want to get big.
The thing is, they say the most craziest things too, and people actually. Do you really believe the guy's that dumb? Some of the things that Crap Gamer say, like the things that these people are saying, like, and people are buying about these 4 Titans and all that. Like, why would you even think the guy's really thinking that? He's doing it for views, and you're
and that's
community. And say, "Oh, do you know what Iron Wolf said? He said 4 terabyte or 4 Titans." Like, the guy's doing that to get views, and these people are too dumb to realize that. Like, they sit there in these comments and type and type and type away, and don't make any sense. Like,
7 minutes, son.
Oh shit, we gotta go.
Oh,
I'm gonna end it here. My grade in the Microsoft conference, I give it a 9 out of 10. I liked it. I thought it was good.
One more thing I want to say before you close it out. Fallout 4 is still broken, but I downloaded Fallout Shelter on my phone. That game's fun. That's it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you just now got that?
Yeah, I never really cared to download it.
Oh, that game's really good, man. If you don't have anything to do.
But that's it, guys. If I do a Sony conference tonight, it might be tomorrow, it might be later tonight. I don't know. But thank you all for watching, and thank you all for joining. You know, Armored Centuries, Aussie Gamer, Frozen, Kenoshi, King Rinpoche, Old Dirty, Rambo, and thank you guys.
Thank you.
Later,
everybody.
Later, you too.